Hello YouTube. Today, before the video starts, I just want to express my gratitude for how much support this community has continued to give me. It is my first year of content creation, my first 6 months of content creation, and I have been growing at such an astronomical rate. And all I want to say is thank you for the support and thank you for continuing to stick by me. For anyone who's new and decided to click on this video, please do consider subscribing. It takes less than a second of your time, and it's absolutely free, and it helps me out so massively. Without further ado, let's get right into this. The Support Strike patch notes. Everyone, today, April 30th, the Support Strike went live. And what that means is that we got hit hard. We got some pretty cool changes. We got some changes that didn't do a whole ton, and we got some changes that kind of did a lot. So we're going to be going over them one by one, and I'm going to be giving my opinion for someone who has 200 hours on this, 300 hours on this game. For someone who has put a lot of time into this game. Okay, first off, Captain America. Base health reduction from 650 to 600. This one's a big one. A lot of people are going to be saying, oh, it's a 50 health point difference on a tank. What does that matter? That matters because Captain America's entire kind of role was to be a gnat with just an ungodly amount of HP and an ungodly amount of survivability. He was supposed to be the fast dude who could hop on point, jump around, and just be a nuisance to society. And reducing his ability to survive is a big, big hit for him. Doctor Strange. They're decreasing the energy cost for his ultimate from 3,400 to 3,100. I think this is the most nothing burger of a change, maybe of all time. Strange's ultimate is very good still. The issue is all of his other abilities are not very good. He got nerfed into the absolute ground just standard damage-wise. Now, yes, is having his ultimate ability open more often something that's going to be nice? Of course. But he just doesn't do enough damage for him to fill any role right now. Doctor Strange, I think I was talking about, Doctor Strange's original role was to be someone who could output a lot of damage, but if he output too much damage, he just straight up couldn't get healed. That was his entire thing. If he was outputting too much damage, he just couldn't get healed. Was he insanely overpowered? Absolutely. But now he is arguably one of the worst tanks in the game, and definitely the worst front line. Groot. Groot got his Iron Wall health decreased from 700 to 600. This one I don't quite know about yet. The Iron Wall is a very, very strong ability. It sucks to get through. So now they're making it a little bit easier to get through. But 600 health is still a lot of health. So this one I'm not 100% sure about. I think this could be a major hit, or it could be the most nothing burger of a hit of all time. Because people are still just not going to hit the Iron Wall and just go around him 90% of the time. Spider-Man. This is where we get into the support strike nonsense. For the longest time, supports have been arguing about the uppercut radius on Spider-Man. Here, I'm actually going to go into a practice match to show it. The uppercut range on Spider-Man was massive. And I think they decreased it. Here, we can look at it right now. They decreased it from 5 meters to 4 meters. It's still a big hitbox. I mean, let's see if I feel a change.
Pretty sure those
I mean, like, what, right there? Yeah, so, I mean, it used to hit from, like, right there. Oh, 1 second, I got it.
Round and pound.
I mean, that's still... That's still a range, right? But what doesn't make sense to me is 90% of the time, as Spider-Man, you're doing this. You're doing the get over here, and guess what? If I miss an uppercut from this range, and if supports still get mad at the range of this uppercut, what do you want from me? I'm literally touching her. And the uppercut doesn't do a ton of damage if you don't have the point on it. And what I think a lot of people got mad at was kind of like the bounce tech. So you would like bounce by. Maybe.
Sure, those are bad guys.
But I mean, it only really worked when you had the thing on. So I don't think this is a massive change to Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man didn't get hit very hard. Because again, 90% of the time, you're doing that. That is all you're doing. So this one I don't think is a very big change. Winter Soldier. Bucky's getting a combat upgrade just to the tainted voltage ability to have 2 charge levels while keeping the cooldown time unchanged. This one, I actually have no clue what they are talking about.
The battlefield may
Oh, I see. So here, you can see down there, my ball ability, my E, I now have 2 charge of them. Now, so what the issue with this is going to be is Bucky just got his rocket team up again. What I mean by that is, here, 1, 2, 3, boom, reload. Oh, wait, I have infinite ammo on. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, E, 1, 2, 3, E, 1, 2, 3, hook, 1, 2, 3, E, 1, 2, 3, E, 1, 2, 3, uppercut, 1, 2. They gave him infinite ammo again. This dude's never gonna need to reload ever. And he still shoots freight trains. So this one, I think they just buffed the ever-loving crap out of Bucky. Okay, here we get into the strategist. Adam Warlock. Add a new effect to Quantum Magic. When a critical hit lands on an enemy, reduce the cooldown time of his heal. Okay, that's also a massive change. So Adam used to just have 2 heals. He still does.
Quantum magic.
Double KO.
Okay, so Adam's broken now. He's not crazy broken. Like, Adam's heal is still not very... never mind, golly.
Wow, 4 in a row.
But Adam players everywhere just...
Our foes have arrived.
They all need new pants. Just to say the Adam players everywhere are having a blast with that change. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger got a buff to Cloak's Big Suck ability and a increase to Dagger's hit. Okay. I mean, how much of a change is that?
It helps me see the darkness and face it.
All wrapped up.
Double
One second.
I may be powered by chaos, but I'm trying to bring...
Light can heal and light can harm.
Okay, if I'm seeing that right,
Darkness swallows.
Cloak is now doing as much damage as a DPS.
They're coming up ahead.
What? I mean, like, what's the... Now, I know she has other abilities,
What I believe is right.
but so does Cloak. Like, what's the ability change here with that and then...
Same with me.
Darkness swallows you.
Well, I'm not diving Cloak ever again. Golly! Look at this!
Score 1 for tie.
That's genuinely as much as Scarlet Witch.
Magneto raised me to never stop fighting for what I believe is right. Simply
What?
magical.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I swear. Diamond Cloak is going to be an actual nightmare. Luna Snow got a damage fallout. Damage. Okay. This one doesn't make a whole ton of sense to me. Just increasing her poke damage is what it looks. So her damage fall off got decreased. This doesn't make a whole ton of sense to me. Because why? No one's using Luna for DPS. And at 40 meters, at what point is someone fighting with Luna at 40 meters away? I don't know. This one felt like they just needed to do something. I'm not sure. Mantis. Increasing the hit damage of Life Energy Blast from 50 to 55. Okay, Mantis got a buff as well. Let's see this. So Mantis has kind of always been more of a DPS.
Our enemies are here. Double KO.
What's that with herself?
Anger is healthy. That's 3. I vented my anger.
Okay, I mean, that puts him at like 1.
Wow, 4 in a row. Help, friends.
What was it before? I didn't play a whole ton of Mantis. This seems like a lot.
5. That's amazing. I am less angry now.
She's...
6 in a row. Way to go.
Yeah, they increased her survivability just a tad. Just a little bit. Or, I mean, her damage output, not her survivability, I guess. Golly!
Feel your pain.
Okay, Mantis is kind of a powerhouse, not gonna lie. Mantis, woohoo! I am good on that. Okay, team ups. This is the last change. Upon leaping to a teammate, Stellar Impact will provide 50 bonus health. Oh, I want to test this one as well. So here, one second. I just press shift like it was a movement ability. Okay. See if I can find it. Cat, follow me around. Oh! I think overall this was a good patch.
Incoming.
Changes that I think were necessary were none. You can argue the Mantis. You can argue the... Actually, I really like the Groot change. I think decreasing the Iron Wall health is a good change, because that wall sucked to get through. 1 second. I gotta get off Bucky, because this dude's just gonna keep yelling at me.
I've carried this rage since I was born, centuries ago.
Okay. The Doctor Strange change, again, it's nothing. Overall, I think it was just... Let me restate. Overall, I think this was just an okay patch. It almost felt like a filler patch. Like, yeah, Spider-Man got a 1 meter difference on his uppercut. Oh, no! Crazy changes. They gave Winter Soldier infinite ammo. They gave Mantis the dumb amount of DPS, and they gave Cloak the same suck ability as Scarlet Witch. That's crazy.